is Pablo and we're doing projectile motion today. So basically, a ball is thrown from ground level with a speed of 28.2 meters per second at an angle of 45 degrees to the horizontal. And they want us to find the time to reach the greatest height, the time taken to travel a horizontal distance of 30 meters, and they also state that there's a tree 30 meters from the point which the ball was thrown, and the ball passes just over it, and they want us to find the height of the tree. Okay, so with projectile motion questions, you have to realize that there is a vertical and a horizontal aspect to it, and they are independent of each other. So for question A, it says time to reach the greatest height, so you just want to take into account the vertical aspect. So basically you want to use the Suvat equation, and what you want to do is you want to just write it all out first and see what you know and what you don't know. So for question A, what we know is that the initial velocity is actually sine 45, 28.2 sine 45. We know that the final velocity is going to be 0 and that the acceleration will be minus 9.81. That's another really important thing you need to take into account. You need to which direction you want to sign. So you want to, I'll say for this one, down is equal to negative. Okay, so we want to see what we want to find out. For this one, we want to find out the time taken, so we just use v equals u plus at. So here we go, v is equal to u plus at, and it's easier to just substitute the values before rearranging. So we have 0 is equal to 28.2 sine 45.
Why do you use 0 as the final velocity?
Because you know that at the greatest height, the ball will stop moving. So you know the greatest height, the ball is not moving. At this point, the ball won't be moving high up, like in the vertical axis. So yeah, sine 45 plus minus 9.81 t. And you just want to rearrange that so you can just get 9.81 t is equal to 28.2 sine 45. And if you just use t is equal to 28.2 sine 45 over 9.81. Then we find t to be equal to 2.03 seconds to 3 significant figures. For question B, they state that they want the time taken to travel a horizontal distance of 30 meters. So now we know that there's a distance of 30 meters. So when we write our Suvat equation, we write 30. We know the initial velocity, 20.2 cos 45 this time because it's the horizontal aspect. Time taken to travel. And we know that there's no acceleration in the horizontal aspect, it's only vertically.
Why is there no acceleration?
Because they just threw it. There's no forces acting on it. So it's not speeding up.
So AS, we ignore the effects of air resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So for this one, we want to find the time. So we use s equals ut plus half at squared. But since a is 0, we can just use s equals ut. Say 30 is equal to 28.2 cos 45 t. Say t is equal to 1.50 seconds to 2 significant figures. For the last question, they say that there's a tree 30 meters away and the ball was just over it, so we'll know that the height of the ball will be approximately the height of the tree. So what we want to do is we want to go back to the vertical aspect, but we know that the time taken will be 1.5 seconds. So we again list what we have. S equals U equals. Again, back to the first point, we know that the initial velocity was 28.2 sine 45 for the vertical aspect. We know that it takes 1.5 seconds, and we know that it's an acceleration of 9 minus 9.81. So now we just want to find the height, so we go back to s equals ut plus half at squared. We just substitute the values. 45 times 1.7 plus start with there. Get 18.87 to three significant figures. Thank you.